Shot time, bitches. Oh, yeah. Yeah, aha, that Henny is good. Okay, let's try this one more time. Whoa. Whoa. Damn. Okay, last one. Promise. Oh, fuck. Shit. Damn. Hold on. Oh, damn, that's some good shit. Ah, shit. I feel sick.
Black women weren't weaponized against black men. On what planet? White supremacy put a whole bag of sugar in our gas tank. White supremacy has historically targeted black women and used various strategies to pit them against black men, fostering gender divides within black communities. This tactic has been deeply rooted in slavery, systemic racism, and patriarchal structures. Below are some of the ways this divide has been intentionally and structurally perpetuated. 1. During slavery sexual exploitation of black women, enslaved black women were systematically raped and exploited by white enslavers. This created resentment and a sense of powerlessness among black men who were often unable to protect their partners or families, undermining traditional family structures. Breeding and economic control. Black women were valued for their reproductive capacity, forcing them to have children regardless of their consent or relationships. This commodification positioned black women as economic assets, creating a divide as their relationships with black men were dehumanized. Punishment and public spectacle. Black men were often publicly beaten or lynched, and their inability to protect their female counterparts was used to emasculate them in the eyes of their community, straining relationships. 2. Emancipation and Reconstruction era. Stereotypes to divide. The Jezebel stereotype portrayed black women as hypersexual and complicit in their exploitation, while the mammy stereotype cast them as loyal caretakers to white families. These archetypes diminished black women's humanity and further divided black men and women by distorting how they were perceived in society and within their community. Labor hierarchies. After emancipation, black women often found work as domestic laborers for white families, a dynamic that reinforced white supremacy and forced black women to depend on white households for survival, sometimes at the expense of their relationships with black men. 3. Jim Crow and Civil Rights era. Economic manipulation. White supremacy created conditions where black women were more likely to find employment than black men, especially in low-paying service roles. This economic imbalance often created tensions in households, undermining black men's roles as providers and fomenting gender-based resentment. Anti-lynching and victim blaming. Many black men were lynched on false accusations of assaulting white women. These narratives demonized black men while minimizing the experiences of black women as victims of sexual violence. White supremacy capitalized on these situations to depict black men as threats and black women as complicit or silent. 4. Welfare systems and public policy. Welfare policies. Targeting black families. In the mid-20th century, welfare policies often incentivized single motherhood by restricting benefits if an able-bodied man was present in the household. These policies forced black women to choose between financial survival and maintaining traditional family structures, further dividing black men and women. Criminalization of black men. Mass incarceration policies disproportionately targeted black men, often leaving black women as sole providers and caretakers. This dynamic created emotional and economic strain within families, driving wedges between genders. 5. Media and cultural stereotypes. Controlling images. Black women have been stereotyped as strong or angry, e.g. the strong black woman trope, to downplay their vulnerability and struggles, while black men have been stereotyped as aggressive or absent. These narratives reinforce oppositional dynamics, portraying black men and women as at odds with one another rather than as allies. Colorism and Eurocentric beauty standards. White supremacy has imposed Eurocentric beauty ideals that often favor lighter-skinned black women, creating divisions within the black community around beauty, desirability, and worth. 6. Modern dynamics. Intersectional oppression. Black women often face compounded discrimination due to their race and gender. White supremacy manipulates these intersections by marginalizing their experiences, creating a sense of competition or misunderstanding between genders over whose struggles deserve more attention. Exploitation of feminism. White feminism has historically excluded black women or co-opted their struggles, leaving black women feeling alienated from both the women's rights and civil rights movements. This exclusion often forces black women to navigate their identities in isolation, fueling misunderstandings and divides within the community. Effects of gender divides. These historical tactics have led to long-term repercussions, such as mistrust, strained relationships, and conflicting narratives about gender roles within black communities. By fostering division, white supremacy has weakened collective resistance to systemic oppression, making solidarity between black men and women an ongoing challenge and necessity.
I mean, we just want volunteers, not hostages.
An old photo showing a young Khloe Kardashian walking 4 black women on dog leashes resurfaced online over the weekend after the reality star blamed her sister's best friend, Jordan Woods, of breaking up her relationship with NBA star Tristan Thompson. The person who shared the photo wrote, "Explain yourself. I know you will see this eventually. So basically you are just trying for hype for you next show. Khloe Kardashian, all black men reading this. If you end up with a Kardashian, you are lost to the black community. They will chew you up and spit you out, and don't expect us to take you back. Black women don't allow this family to use you as props to make themselves relevant. They aren't relevant to black people." Actress Meagan Good, who was one of the women who allowed the leash to be attached to her neck, commented on the photo scandal saying, "That one time on Halloween when you were young and dumb, and clearly didn't think 15 years ahead. LOL SMH. Welp, mistakes were made." Black Twitter came for Khloe after she blamed Jordan Woods for breaking up her happy home. But some people claim that Khloe and Tristan were already history, and this is all just a publicity stunt to promote the upcoming season of the Kardashians' reality TV show.
Decision Desk can now officially project that Donald Trump will become the 47th President of the United States.